Netflix has 10,000 options, new movies every week, trending series everywhere. But you're watching The Office for the 12th time, Friends again, Harry Potter again, the same movie you've seen 20 times before.
For me, it's Seinfeld. I love Seinfeld over and over and over again. I watched it since I was a teenager. Let's find out why. We all do this shit, though. Everybody does this. The movie Friday, I love Friday. Rush Hour 1 and 2, love them. There's so many damn movies. The Avengers movies. Jurassic Park. A lot of action movies. You know what I mean? Like Expendables. There's so many damn movies that I watch over and over and over again. Yeah, there's new shit to watch and there's new restaurants to try. But if I know I like it, I'm going to watch it. And I think if I'm going to like it, I might watch it if it's new. But let's see why I do it. Let's see what the psychology is.
And people ask you, why don't you watch something new? But here's the real question. Why do some people constantly seek new content while others find comfort
FOMO.
in the familiar?
FOMO.
Is it laziness, nostalgia, or maybe something much deeper in their psychology? Stick with me, because what you discover might explain why you keep going back to the same scream.
Again, I assume it's because I like it, but there are things that I've went back to try to watch I cannot watch. So at the end of the day, I assume it's because I like it. I don't assume it's that deep, but we're going to find out. Maybe it is that damn deep. Maybe since my dad left, I went to go get milk and never came back.
We live in a world obsessed with what's new. New shows, new movies, new episodes. The algorithm pushes you to explore. But some people just ignore it all. They know every line, every scene, every joke, and yet they press play again.
That's me.
Before you judge them, understand this. Rewatching isn't about being stuck. It's psychological. Let me break down the 4 types of rewatchers and what's actually happening in their mind. Type 1, the comfort seeker. For these people, life...
I can understand that. We can all understand that. I go back and watch things that make me feel good from when I was a kid. I'm 43. I went back and watched not all of Ninja Turtles, but Ninja Turtles from like 86, 88, the series when I was like, 6 years old. I've never stopped watching WWE wrestling. Never, ever, ever. Now, the show is similar every week, like a soap opera, but it keeps moving. So is that me going back? But I do watch old matches. But again, I can understand something bad happens. My mom passed away not that long ago. Hulk Hogan passed away as my childhood hero. Yeah, of course that makes sense. I'm sure you guys do the same thing.
Feels unpredictable. Work stress, relationship problems, the world changing too fast.
Getting too fucking old.
Their brain craves something stable, something safe, and that's where rewatching comes in. Psychologists call this predictability bias. When life gets chaotic, the brain seeks environments it can control. They know how the episode ends. They know the character survives. They know the joke is coming. And that certainty feels like a warm blanket in a cold world. It's not about the story anymore. It's about the feeling.
Well, duh. That's why my mom, I'm sure, watched Steel Magnolia and Fried Green Tomatoes and Dirty Dancing 1,000 times. It's the feeling you get from being younger, from watching it. That one makes sense. That's an easy one. Like people watch The Office over and over, or Seinfeld, or Friends, if you find it funny, which it isn't, because they like to laugh.
Emotional safety. For them, pressing play on a familiar show is like coming home after a long day. Everything is exactly where it should be. Type 2, the cognitive rester. These people are mentally exhausted. Their job...
Parents
requires constant thinking, decision-making, problem-solving. By the end of the day, their brain has nothing left. Watching something new requires effort. You have to learn new characters, follow new plots, pay attention to details.
That's true. I don't know if any of you have ever watched Game of Thrones, and I assume you have. It was one of the most popular shows ever. I didn't watch it till it was like season 7 was halfway through, and season 8 was, 2 years later, whatever the hell it was. I watched the first season. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then I didn't watch it again. Or I didn't watch it in succession. And then I had to go back and watch all of season 1 again in succession in the same day, because I couldn't follow the plot, the characters. I know that story. Like, oh, I like that. Oh, they're dead. Spoiler alert. But I found it very difficult because I was not paying enough attention the first time around to figure out what was happening. It's a very detailed show. So that one I completely understand. It does, take effort to find new things to watch. You know, I want to see the new Avatar movie. I don't want to sit there for 3.5 hours trying to decipher these characters and the plot. It's too damn long for me. So I can completely understand. I'm sure you guys can too. Like, oh, how long is it? Oh, it's this long. Oh, how many episodes is it? Oh, it's this many episodes. No, that's too damn long.
But rewatching, that's autopilot mode. Their brain doesn't have to work. It can just exist. Psychologists call this cognitive load reduction. The brain is like a battery, and rewatching is how they recharge without using more energy. They don't need stimulation, they need rest. And familiar content is the only thing that doesn't demand anything from them. It's background comfort, mental white noise, a way to be entertained without being drained. Type 3.
How is entertainment draining? I guess if you had a concert with a lot of people and it's really loud, you have to travel far and it's hot. But really, why should entertainment ever be draining? Action should be draining. Sports should be draining. Adventure should be draining. Not entertainment.
The nostalgic anchor. For this type, rewatching isn't about the show. It's about the memory attached to it. Maybe they watched it with someone they miss. Maybe it reminds them of a better time in their life. A time when things were simpler, when they were happier. Psychologists call this emotion.
And you see how at the time when they were happier and it shows a picture of women? Ladies, happiness is a moment. It's not a fucking lifestyle.
Emotional time travel. The show becomes a portal, not to the story, but to the person they used to be. Every rewatch is a visit to their past self. And even though life has changed, the show hasn't. It's frozen in time, waiting for them. This is why people cry during shows they've seen 10 times. It's not the scene, it's the memory, the feeling of who they were when they first watched it. For them, letting go of the show feels like letting go of that version of themselves.
Now, that can be a little bit of the Peter Pan syndrome, the boy who didn't want to grow up, and I'm sure it happens to girls too, so Tinkerbell, have at it. Sometimes you have to let go of the things that you like in order to become the person you want to become, right? Sometimes you have to let go of friends to get on to Game of whatever. You know what I'm saying? You have to let go of early you to move on to new you. Now, some people don't want to do that because it reminds them of youth. It reminds them, like they said, of a better time, whatever the hell that means. But at the end of the day, growth takes change. And some people are afraid of change and they're afraid of growth. Hence Peter Pan.
So they keep coming back, not because they forgot what happens, but because they don't want to forget what it felt like. Type 4, the detail hunter. These people don't rewatch because they're stuck. They rewatch because they're curious. They believe every show has layers, hidden detail.
What are you guys, the donkey from Shrek? Honest to God, it's The Office. It doesn't have layers.
Small moments they missed the first time, background jokes, foreshadowing.
You people should be detectives.
Subtle acting choices. For them, watching once isn't enough. The story isn't complete until they've caught everything. Psychologists link this to high openness and analytical thinking. Their brain loves puzzles, patterns, connections, and rewatching is how they solve the puzzle.
I think how these people don't deal with real life. If you're that obsessed over like every detail of Friends or whatever the hell it is, Seinfeld, Sopranos, you need to get a fucking life.
It's not repetition, it's exploration. And every time they notice something new, it's like watching it for the first time again. For them, a show isn't just a story, it's a world, and they want to see every corner of it. So here's what all 4 types have in common. They're not avoiding growth, they're not stuck in the past, they're choosing what their mind needs. The comfort seeker is protecting their peace. The cognitive rester is conserving their energy. The nostalgic anchor is holding on to their story. The detail hunter
believes every guy they've ever dated is cheating on him. Come on, about the detail hunter.
Is deepening their experience. None of them are wrong, they're just wired differently. And in a culture obsessed with the next big thing, they've learned something important. Sometimes the best thing isn't new, it's familiar. But here's the real question. Does watching something new make you more interesting?
No.
Or does knowing what...
I think the thing people do, and especially when, you know, there was water cooler talk on Monday, you watch the thing that's new, so you're not left out, right? People wear the new clothes, they wear the new shoes, they listen to the new music, they drive the new car, they live in the new condos, whatever. So they have something to talk about of the newness, right? Monday morning cooler talk, Monday morning coffee machine talk, Monday morning fucking high school talk, whatever you want to call it, was, hey, did you see X last night? And if you didn't see it, you were left out of the conversation. You didn't get the jokes. You didn't get the, oh my God, can you believe that? You didn't get any of it. So I think that's a lot of where that would stem from, is the fact that you don't want to miss out. But now the problem is, I watched Stranger Things to season 3. I watched Breaking Bad to season 3. Neither show is that fucking good, but they're really, really popular because it's part of pop culture. And I think people feel like they've missed something when they don't watch it. I don't like Lord of the Rings. My wife tried to get me to watch Harry Potter. I don't like it. I've tried. All right, these are mass-produced things for the masses that everybody likes except for me, apparently. But I like The Hobbit. Who the fuck knows? But at the end of the day, people like the things I think they're supposed to like because they don't want to be left out.
Comfort make you more self-aware. Maybe the people who rewatch aren't stuck. Maybe they've just figured out what actually makes them happy.
Or a lot of these people are men because they're not giving you gender breakdowns. Maybe I'll look for that in a second. But I know, when I know where I like to eat, I've went to the same restaurant for like 20 years. And then they got a little pricey, so me and my buddy went to another restaurant that's similar. But we go to both restaurants. That's all it is. They're very similar, but we knew what we liked. We know what I like. Our group of friends went there. We go there, whatever. I go there. My wife and I go there. And then it got pricey, so I'm like, all right, we'll try somewhere new. That's it. When I know what I like, why do I want to spend all this time risking shit I'm not going to like when I already know what I like?
Which one are you? The comfort seeker? The cognitive rester? The nostalgic anchor? Or the
Hey, I rewatch. I'm too fucking tired, and I'm not in the mood to follow a long plotted show that's drawn out that I don't like in the end. And that's typically what's happened in the past. I like Yellowstone. There was one with Eric Bana on Netflix recently when he's talking to a boy in the beginning and then girl falls off El Capitan at Yellowstone. It's also, apparently I like Yellowstone. But I don't watch a lot of new shows. Seinfeld, wrestling, old stand-up I've watched 1,000 times. Old movies I've watched 1,000 times. Friday, Rush Hour, like I said previously before. But at the end of the day, also, here's the other thing. New stuff is garbage. I watched that movie Eternals. It looks like they purposely took a member of every single demographic on Earth and put them in a movie and wrote it terribly for nobody, and it made no fucking sense. So sometimes you waste 2.5 hours of your life and you waste the money. You're like, oh, it's going to be good, and it's garbage. But if I've already watched the thing, and it has, like Seinfeld has 200 episodes, there's shit I haven't seen, there's shit I don't remember, so it's still going to be funny. At the end of the day, everybody has a reason for why they rewatch. I rewatch because new shit usually sucks, and I'm too fucking tired from work and from dealing with my children to have to put up with a new show. But like I said, most of it sucks. Why do you do it? Is it because you like old shit like Friends, like The Office, or is it because simply you're too damn tired from children, from life, from the world to watch new shit and follow along the plot with big ass eyes when you try not to fall asleep? Well, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me I'm right. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me you agree. Tell me disagree. Tell me something in the comment section. I'm out.